Hey guys, this is trial number 2 of the Oh Snap card class. Long story short, Facebook likes to change its algorithms, and they labeled our Facebook Live post as a sale, which it's not. And so it wasn't showing up as a live video. So I'm trying again. Let's see if we can get started here. If there's one thing that I've learned in this pandemic, it is that we just have to work with our technology until we can get it to do what we need it to do. So it looks like I have finally got going in Facebook. So I'm excited. I'm not sure that anyone saw the first part of this video that I just did, so I'm just going to recap. But we are here for our Oh Snap card class. Oh yay, there's an eyeball. Who's here? Debbie's watching. Yay, I'm glad you found me, Debbie, because we had some technical difficulties there for a little bit. We're having our Oh Snap card class tonight. We had glitches a minute ago, so I'm glad you are here. And we're gonna make some cute cards with this Oh Snap stamp set. It's the cutest, and everyone will need to add it to their stamp collection. It's quite unique. I'm not sure we've ever had one this cute with crocodiles. It's got all these cute little sayings. It will be the right direction when I point you down towards my screen. But we're going to make these 3 cute cards. They're actually quite simple but cute. So we like for our card class cards to be simple and cute. And then that way we can make them at home on our own. So I hope that you can see yourself doing this at home, and I hope you give it a try. Tonight, if you put in an order of $35 or more, you'll get the make and takes to make 6 cards for free. So 2 of each card, 2, 2, 2. And those will be shipped to you free of charge. And if your order is $50 or more, you get to pick out a set of blends. So this is how my card class works. Of course, you can just watch for free. A lot of people that are happy shoppers or Stampin' Up! Demonstrators will watch, and they already have a starter kit. So they would purchase their own supplies at a discount. So they would not order from me. Some happy shoppers do because they want the cards. Hi, Jackie. So glad you're here. We had some technical difficulties starting out, so I'm so glad that people are popping on. I was like, where is everyone? But Facebook gremlins have struck again, so we're in action now. So we're going to make 3 cards with the Oh Snap stamp set. I'm going to tell you about something that's happening that's almost over. So if you've been with Stampin' Up! For a while, or if you just started with Stampin' Up!, you probably have heard of Celebration. It starts in January every year, and it used to go 3 months, but now it's only 2 months. So guess when it ends? It ends on Sunday, okay? So if you haven't already gotten the items that you need out of the Celebration catalog, then now is the time. And if you don't have multiple packs of paper, then it's time to get multiple packs, okay? Because the papers, the stamp sets are exclusive to Celebration. And when they're gone, they're gone. So, I mean, when Sunday comes, they're gone. So you won't see them again. And the papers, you won't see them again. You will regret if there's a paper or a stamp set that you miss for Celebration. So, and if you're going to take action on anything that we talk about today, don't wait until Sunday. Because what I have learned is there's always something that can go wrong. And we can't call Stampin' Up! On a Sunday. They're closed. So if you're looking to get an order in or a starter kit, you want to pick out a starter kit, do it before Friday. Don't wait until Saturday or Sunday, because then you're going to be in a mess. So that's how my card class works. I want to talk to you about one other thing that is super important, and that is during Celebration, we have the best deal of all time on our starter kit. So our starter kit is always a fantastic deal. And I'm looking to see where I put this stack of paper. So our starter kit is $125 for $99, no shipping. But during Celebration, you get 5 packs of this printed designer paper. Okay. It's the bomb. It has all of the color families represented that will be in the annual catalog, and well, except for the new in colors, which we don't know about yet. But and it's got 4 patterns. So let me give you an example of the patterns here. So like this is Blushing Bride. We've got this cute pattern, and then this pattern, okay? But then we've also got this pattern, and this is my favorite pattern. This little, I don't know what you call that, but it's super cute. So you've got the color families represented. Like this is the Subtles color family pack, and it just goes on for days and days and days. All right, but you'll get 1 pack of 6x6 paper from the 5 color families represented here, and it's invaluable. This paper, you could make cards until the end of time. And it's perfect size for making cards at 6x6. You can make little origami treats with them really quickly. And what's exciting about this paper is it is going to be in the upcoming catalog that we have. So you'll have a lot to start out with already, even before we even get the new catalog, which comes in a few months. So you want to take advantage of that starter kit now if you haven't already, because you want to get the free paper and the $125 in products for $99 with no shipping. Okay. I'm trying to think what else that we need to say since we had to start over. All right. If you have any questions, always pop them in the comments. Say hello. I love it when you guys share the video so that other people can see our card class and join in the fun. So if you could do that, I would appreciate it. And we're down. So let us straighten up here and get started. Make sure all my words are visible. Okay, so you guys have probably heard of me. My name is Cogbill. My blog is papermadeprettier.com, and I hope that you'll join me over there for lots of fantastic inspirational ideas every week. So let's get started on our first card, and that is, I'm going to start with a card that is what I call simple stamping, and simple stamping is stamps, ink, and paper. So this is something that everyone can be successful doing at home. You don't have to have a million tools. All you need is stamps, ink, and paper. And we are going to start with this layer. Now, when you register for the class or message me your email to join my email list, then you will get the PDFs instructions with measurements for this class for free. So you definitely want to do that. If you're not already on my customer email list, then you need to message me your email so that you can get these PDFs for free. So I'm going to stamp the little alligator over to this left here. Now, this is basic gray ink, and I'm going to use that today. Sometimes I use Memento, but today I'm using basic gray. And it looks like I just did not get his foot in on the mix there. Oh, there's something stuck on there. That explains it. All right, let's try that again. And I did stamp his little foot a little bit off the page. Well, hello, Mom. Mom is on vacation, and she joined our card class. Yay. Clark is having puppy time. They're doing well. We're keeping my mom's pups, and they're just adorable. All right, so we have our little crocodile. And then the next thing we're going to stamp is our cute little bird. And I don't know why I love this bird. He looks like super annoyed, and I think he's really cute. But he's going to go right about here. And we're going to do him in basic gray. He's going to go right about here. Okay. So he could be right close to the jaws of this crocodile, which he is. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more stamping. The colors I'm using here are basic gray and seaside spray. So those are the 2 colors that you're going to need for this project. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp. Now on this card, actually I used Pool Party, but you're going to see why in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and use Seaside Spray because I want to keep the number of inks that we use to a minimum so that when you make cards at home, you'll be successful. So we're going to use Seaside Spray. And let's see. I'm going to stamp the little water. So these are little, I guess they're kind of like little lily pads, and they do have a little wavy thing, so that actually you would want that to be pointing like water. So that one goes there, and then this guy is going to be standing on one, and he can be standing like right in the middle of it. So we're going to stamp that there, and then we're going to stamp one here just because we don't want all that extra white space. So now that kind of gives the illusion of them being like on some water. These are kind of the little water lily pad type things. I'm not even sure, but I'm calling them lily pads. And then we're going to pop in with our tiny little flower. That's so cute. And while I'm in here, I'm going to get, let's use a different. So I used It's Your Birthday. Let's use, no, I think I'm going to use Happy Birthday. It's Your Birthday. I love that one. We're going to use the Oh Snap on another card, don't worry. So we're going to go ahead and use the gray to stamp It's Your Birthday. And we're going to use the gray to stamp these two little flowers. Actually, there's three. We're going to put one here. We're going to put one here. And this one is going to sneak in right here. Okay. And now we're just going to do our blending. So the blending markers I'm going to use on this project today are, on this card, are Smoky Slate, Light. I'm going to use Light Magenta Madness, and then I'm going to try to use Soft Seafoam on the crocodile. I used Granny Apple Green here, which is fine, but I want to see what Seafoam looks like on this guy. So I'm going to start with the crocodile. He's huge, and I'm not going to get too stressed about how I color him in. I'm just going to start by coloring him in with a very uncareful layer of the lighter of the two blending markers. This is already way better. My Granny Apple Green blending markers were kind of, I'd have had them since of autumn, and it's time for a new one because our blending markers are such a good price point, $9, that if they get overused, which I use my Granny Apple Green a lot with lots of like flowers and things, then you replace them for a whole $9 for a set. So if you've ever used alcohol-based markers, you know they can be pretty expensive. Our blends are a great price point at $9 per pair of blends. So you get a light and a dark. So I'm going all the way in with just the light blend layer here. So this is Light Seafoam. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is come in with the dark, and I'm just going to come into all these places that have any kind of detail. So all these little scales, I'm going to pop this in. And then I'm actually going to give a little bit of definition to these lines here. And then I'm going to actually fill in this and darken that up a little bit. So, and this, I'm going to fill this in just with the dark because it's, it just makes sense. So you just go into where the lines are. The two little feet are going to be darker because they're a little bit further away. So we're going to go ahead and fill those in. And then let's go ahead and get a little dark on that foot. Okay. But you can see there's a little demarcation line between where the light and the dark meets. And so then we're just going to, I just honestly go in and messy color the light over all this again. And it just kind of takes away those demarcation lines. I love this seafoam for this crocodile. It's perfect. I just thought the greeny apple that I did on the other was just too dark. I couldn't really see my little croc and all of his detail there. Okay, I love him. He's cute. So our little croc is ready. Now, on this little guy, I just colored him gray. And actually, you don't even have to color his whole self. You can just come in here and even give him a little bit of detail, like with the gray. So he's white with a little hint of gray. And then we're going to pop in with our Magenta Madness and fill in our little lily pad. Of course, if you're making this card and you have a different green and a different blue and a different gray, use that. So we're simple stamping here, so you can keep it simple and you can use whatever you have. So, and that little card is done, except for we're not going to leave it without a sparkle. So, well, the stamping on this card is done. We're going to take our Wink of Stella, which this is our glimmer pen, and it is, it's great because it can just leave a little sparkle, a little special for those little flowers. All right, so now the next thing we're going to do is just build up this card. Now, I oftentimes, when I do a white on white card, I frame it with a darker color. So I chose basic gray here. You could also choose basic black. I think that would work too. But I like the gray here because I was using the gray blending marker. It looked pretty cool. So then we're just going to build up our layers. And you will have all these layers in your Make and Take pack when you put an order in for the card class. So number 1, card is done. And you will get Make and Take guts to make 2 of each one of these cards. So when you come to my card class, you make 6 cards. So you're going to have 2, 2, and 2. So there's card number 1. We'll leave it up here so we can reach it later. Let's move on to card number 2. So I wanted to take advantage of the other cute little guys in this set and use the stamps to make my little bird and my frog. And I just think this is a cute card because you could send this right now to anyone that you haven't seen in a while. So hello friend, hello friend. That's all that needs to be said. You and your friend know exactly what you would say to each other if you were together. So we've actually got some of the stamps out already that we need. Although, oh yeah, there's the little water stamp. So we're going to do the water stamp again with Seaside Spray. So let's, oh, that could have gone badly. Seaside Spray here. This is one of our in colors, and if you've heard of that before, our in colors are brand new every year with our catalog, but that also means that they will be retiring. So before you know it, Seaside Spray is going to be one of the colors that retires. So we're just going to have a little pity party for it and make sure we have our re-inkers and make sure we have plenty of cardstock and Seaside Spray because we love that color. So we're going to stamp this little bird sitting on our lily pad, and then we're going to pop in and grab our frog. He's the cutest. And while I'm in here, I'm going to get the fish and the hello friend. Let's go ahead and stamp Mr. Frog. He's going to be sitting on his lily pad. So these guys are hanging out and they're going to say hi to each other. And they're going to say, hello friend, hello friend. And I'm just going to stamp that in the basic gray. And I'm going to stamp like he's saying it. He's saying it. All right, and then the last thing we're going to do is come in, or for stamping, well, there's 2 more things we're going to do. We're going to stamp some of these little fish, and I just think these are adorable. These fish make me happy. They're just all the happiness. We're going to stamp 3 little groups of them. And then we're going to pop in with Now we're looking for this little stamp that's like a wave. Okay, so let's find that. And we're going to stamp the little wave with Seaside Spray. And we're going to go here, put one here, put one here, one here. So we're just, this gives us the understanding that we're in the water, okay? Now, I think, stamp, 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 stamp. That's all the stamping we're going to do. Now, we're going to use the colors of blends I'm going to use on this card are, again, Soft Sea Foam. I'm going to use Pumpkin Pie Light, and I'm going to use that Smoky Slate again. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to use the Dark Sea Foam for Little Mr. Frog. And then I'm going to use I'm going to do my little tricky with my Smoky Slate, just highlight. So you don't have to color him in completely. I think he looks really cute this way. And then we're going to use our fish. We're going to fill in our fish with the pumpkin pie. So this reminds me of some goldfish crackers that you might have eaten in preschool. So let's get those colored in. They don't have to be perfect. They're just cute little fish, okay? And they're bubbling up in the water. So that's all on this card as far as stamping and coloring. Super cute and simple. And one of the reasons why I wanted to make this card is because I love this designer paper, but you may not even have noticed it. Because I don't know if you know, but a lot of my customers, you included, are probably flower fans. Okay, and I love flowers, especially right now. Flowers are everything because spring is coming. And I'm just thrilled that spring is coming. But this pattern of paper is in the stack of paper called Paper Blooms. And you may not have noticed it because you were just drawn to all the flowers. Okay, but this is one of the patterns in the Paper Blooms paper. It's a big, bold, watercolory polka dot. And I just think it's the cutest. I also, of course, love all the floral patterns because I'm a flower girl at heart. But when you flip this paper over, it has all these cool patterns. So we've got Navy Seaside Spray, Pear Pizzazz. Those are lots of the cool colors in the Paper Blooms pack. And then Rococo Rose. So you've got really featuring our pretty end colors here. And this pack of paper is free with a $50 purchase. Hello. So I don't know about you, but I've got my pack, but I've used about 3 to 5 packs already, and I've hoarded up plenty more. So if you already have Paper Blooms, you're going to need more. So if you don't have it, then make sure and get your order in before Sunday, because that is when it's gone. Okay, it's a celebration paper and it's free with a $50 purchase. So the base here I'm using is Soft Sea Foam. So we're gonna fold that over and you'll get that in your pack. You'll also get this designer paper in your pack for your card class. And we're just gonna pop that right down. And then we're gonna pop this sucker down here. Oh yeah, I pushed way too hard. I do that when I'm on videos. Jeez Louise. I get kind of excited. And we're going to pop this down. He's the cutest. But this is why I use Seaside Spray, because the Seaside Spray is in the paper, and when I put the pool party with the Seaside Spray, it did not work. So one thing about our colors is that Stampin' Up! Makes coordinating colors for our color families. And so if you have Seaside Spray ribbon, then it's going to match the Seaside Spray ink and the Seaside Spray paper. But on the other hand, if you try to mix Pool Party and Seaside Spray, you might not be very happy, which is what happened. So I changed gears and I decided to use Seaside Spray instead of Pool Party for this card. So, let me show you the example card. It's just a subtle difference here. Honestly, no, I did end up using Seaside Spray. It was the crocodile card where I used Pool Party. I got to get some new dimensionals out. I've used all my dimensionals. I made a group of swaps, and that will always deplete your dimensional stash when you do that. Okay, so let us pop in this little guy. I am going to pop that up with dimensionals just to give it a little extra pop. And very good. We're popping that up, and then we are going to stick this here like so. Just a cute card you can send your friend for whatever reason. You decide what reason you want to send that card to your friend. The reason will be inside when you send it, and she or he will be thrilled. So another great thing about this stamp set, besides our cute images that we can color in as well as all the sentiments, is I think this stamp set is universal. It doesn't scream boys, it doesn't scream girls, it doesn't scream kids, it doesn't scream adults. It's everything. It's for everybody. So I could send this card to a 90-year-old, and I could send it to a 3-year-old. So I love that, and I would feel comfortable sending it to anyone, anytime. And who doesn't love a cute crocodile, right? I mean, so sweet. All right, the last card we have in our series of Oh Snap cards is a neat little guy. Now, I've seen this done lots of different ways. One of the things I've seen done is to run some cardstock through a textured embossing folder and cut it out. So that's an option. But you're going to get a little swatch of the Paper Blooms designer paper that looks like this. Okay? And you're going to use it to make your crocodile. Isn't that exciting? So we don't have to color it in because we're going to stamp him. Then, of course, you're going to have all the pieces to do the rest of the card in your packets. So you'll receive all those packets in the mail and be ready to go. Let's get started here. So what you're going to do is take your paper. Now, I couldn't decide whether my stripes on the crocodile were going to go up and down or sideways. So I'm going to stamp this one the other way, and then we can decide which one we like better. There's something on my ink pad there. So you're going to ink that up really good. And then just going to get this little guy stamped onto our Paper Blooms paper. Okay. And you can guess what's next. So I'm not going to color this, but I am going to fussy cut it. So I've done it already. It doesn't take as much time as you would think. It's actually pretty quick. And just getting around all those little teeth can be a little tedious. So actually, the first thing I do when I'm fussy cutting is I cut out my whole crocodile. And then I also like to remind you how to fussy cut. So when you're fussy cutting, pretend like your scissors are on a vice grip. Okay, your scissors cannot move. They're going to stay in one place, and your left hand is going to guide your paper around this scissor vice grip. Okay, this gives you much more control when you're cutting. I learned this trick once watching a Facebook Live, and so ever since I started doing that, it's like, wow. Also, when you're fussy cutting, you want to leave like a little halo around what you're cutting. It's just prettier artistically. When we cut really close to the edge, it kind of looks like a kindergartner cut it. So this says, hey, we meant to cut there. And then when we get into these teeth, honestly, I didn't get too careful about it. I just go like this. Just go up and down a little bit, Don't get up in your head about it being perfect. The teeth are gonna be there however you cut it. Going around this way. Boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Excellent. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Not going to be too careful here. So we've got our teeth. They're going to pop around here. And I went ahead and cut those eyebrows off because I just think it would look weird for eyebrows. For that, I just thought it would look weird if I didn't. And we're going to do the same thing here. Get that a little bit done. Get his around his feet. And then I'm actually going to cut a little bit of that out. It's kind of on my nerves. And we're going to go up and around and in and out of these little scales. So again, don't have to be super careful in the scales. Just get around them a little bit. And we're almost done. Boom. So you've got your little crocodile. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you like him sideways or do you like the stripes up and down? I had trouble deciding, so y'all are going to have to choose which one you like better. And okay, the next thing I'm going to stamp is my paper. Now I'm going to use Night of Navy, which I did bring. I had to go hunting for it because I had used it recently. So it's over there. And I'm going to get this cute little guy. Now, I love that little stamp. I saw someone use it as a background stamp, and I just think it's fantastic. So I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to go ahead and grab Oh Snap out of here. And we're going to use this guy as a kind of like background, but not background. We're just going to use it as kind of like a mini background, called an accent. So I actually just went ahead and kind of imagined where my crocodile is and then stamp that there. And then we're going to put him back and we're going to stamp one right here. And then this one is going to go off the page. So you just got 3 little guys. And then I'm going to, for sparkle, I'm going to go ahead in here and we're going to fill in with Wink of Stella. Now, I purposefully love how it pulls some of that color out, okay? So you might want to do that sooner than later so that you can kind of pull that navy in. And I think that just makes it really fancy. Like, I don't know what you think, but a fancy navy sparkle is always a good idea for a card, okay? So go ahead, since I got a little bit of that ink came off, I'm going to swipe that onto my card. So now that's ready. And I'm also going to kind of place my crocodile again so I can figure out where to stamp the Oh Snap. So I'm going to place that there. And I'm going to stamp the Oh Snap. I'm going to take him away so I don't get messy on him. Oh Snap. Isn't that the cutest? Oh my gosh. It's just everything. All right, let's see. What do we have? Jackie says they look great either way, but I like the vertical stripes up and down. Great. I wondered because I kind of thought it might be great vertically, and then I did it horizontally. But now that I've done it vertically, I kind of like it because it sort of like goes with these flowers too. All right, so this is another of the patterns from the paper blooms. It's the back side of that polka dot paper. Oh, that's going to be interesting since I used, yeah. I got plenty of this paper, so no worries. I've been hoarding it since the beginning of Celebration. And you should too. You're going to be sad if you don't. All right, so we're just going to stick this designer paper down to a base, that Seaside spray. Oh my gosh, that is so crooked. It's so crooked, even I have to pull it up and put it back down. And you won't see me do that very often. Okay, I've got just a little sliver of Night of Navy here to give that a little accent. This looks pretty when we do that. That was a navy scrap that had a score line on it, but it doesn't show anymore. I keep a box of scraps just in my craft room, and when I need the color, I just go in there and find it. Okay, so we're gonna center this again over that O snap, and we're gonna pop our dimensionals on here. Where's Mr. Dimensional? Here they are. So we're gonna get quite a few on this big guy. He's a big one. And I don't think I have, for whatever reason, I have no dimensionals in my bucket right now. So if you have some mini dimensionals, they would go great right there. But we're gonna let that ride for now. I don't want to trip over my light again. All right, so we're gonna snap that right there, and our little guy is complete. Isn't that the cutest? Love it. So you've got, so when you finish with the card class, you're gonna have 6 cards. You're gonna have 2 each of these 3 designs, and you will be ready to amaze your friends with your crafting skills. So I hope you enjoyed that card class. It's super fun when we can have it at Mom's house, and it's also fun when we can do it online. So I appreciate you joining us. As always, share the video with everyone else so they can take advantage of it. Now, I promised you on the video that I would show you something amazing at the end, and I always do. Stay tuned. I'm going to tell you some stuff first about how to get your order going. So what I recommend for tonight's class is that you purchase the O Snap stamp set, obviously. It's $21. And then you could choose either Memento ink, which is a black, or basic gray. They both work perfectly. Those come out to about $11. Then you're going to have enough left over for your $50 order to get a couple of sets of blends. So 4 blending markers, choose 2 sets. Of course, I think Smoky Slate is a great base for any crafter, and then everyone needs a green. So Granny Apple or Seafoam, whatever you choose. It's what I would recommend. But why stop there? So, but if you spend $50, you're going to get the free level 1 item, which I recommend, the Paper Blooms paper. Let me show you that in the catalog. Is right the first thing, 155-222 is its item number, and it's free with a $50 purchase. But let's just whip through so you can make sure and not miss any of these celebration sets that will be going after Sunday. Donkeys, Approaching Perfection. We have the ombre paper, very popular. We used it last month's card class. Corner bouquet. Oh, I've seen so many pretty things with that. Heal Your Heart. Just today, someone asked me where I got that thank you sentiment for a card that I made. Flower and Field, aka Mary Engelwright paper. A Touch of Ink, which is a double stamp set. It's so big. It's gorgeous. And then, of course, the very popular Berry Blessings with the berry paper and the stamp set is free with a $100 purchase. And Touch of Ink is a double set, so it's free with a $100 purchase. So don't let these sets pass you by because you will be sad. But keep in mind this $125 for $99, no shipping. And you get all this designer paper. I showed it to you up close, but this is kind of all, it's in all of its glory. But let me show you something. Like, one of the best things about being a happy shopper is getting to order things early. So we are able to order this set of products from the upcoming annual catalog. And it's a preview, I guess it's a pre-order is what they call it. But this group of products is called Butterfly Brilliance, and it is brilliant. So we have this gorgeous stamp set, and it is everything you could ever imagine. Can you imagine stamping those and coloring them in with your Stampin' Blends? Yes, or watercolor or anything. And they come all on one stamp, so you can stamp for days. Then guess what? We have a double set of dies. So we have a die that fits the stamps. Boom, that cuts all those out easily. We have some butterfly overlays where you can use vellum. And then we have some really unique dies in here that do things like they cut out, they cut a little overlay. Here's a small butterfly, but these do like indenting, and then these cut out bricks. So you can go on for days and days with that. The other thing about this butterfly is that, let me see if I have a piece of this paper. I saved up a full pack of paper so that I could show you an intact pack of paper. So this Butterfly Brilliance paper is only going to be in the pre-order. It's not going to be in the annual catalog. So when the catalog comes out and you say, wait, where's the butterfly paper? I told you so. It is not going to be available in the catalog, only on this pre-order. So as a happy shopper, I've already been able to pre-order it. And what you can do is you can put these products on your starter kit. But looky there, the dies match the paper, and you can pop out cards in a flash. We've got all these cute butterflies, okay? I'm not even a butterfly lover, but I love this paper, okay? And I love this stamp set. So this makes me love butterflies. But on the back, we have gorgeous, like, monochromatic designs, okay? So you're going to be happy either way, whether you like butterflies or not. But again, this paper is only available for a limited time. When it's gone, it's gone. Happy shoppers have all purchased a great deal of it. So if you want it, you should put it on your starter kit today. And the whole mess of products is only $71. So you can get everything that I'm showing you, plus have plenty to spend on your starter kit. But you can only purchase this this month on a starter kit. We have this set of 12 by 12 paper called Natural Touch. It's really cool. You would definitely want to use these in your scrapbooking and card making. You love the butterflies with embossing powder. Ooh, yes, that would be really cute for sure. Now, I'll show you two sets of cards I've made with these butterfly papers. I've got to go get them off my display rack. So right here, I've got them popped up on there. I like to have a pretty background while I'm stamping. So that's been my background this week. And this is our designer paper. Okay, so I just showed you, but this is it all together. So this is one side, that's the other. These are the colors that are in it. You'll love all the colors. Black, Basic Black, Bermuda Bay, Blushing Bride, Calypso Coral, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, Mango Melody, Mint Macaron, Misty Moonlight, Poppy Parade, and So Saffron. But this is the set of cards that I made with the designer paper, and I only cut out one of the 6x6 sets of, oh, I lost the back of that card. There's a cute little heart on there that fell off. So you've got your little butterflies. I like this because it kind of looks like the butterflies flying through the house. This is the table, that's the wallpaper. I didn't mean for it to look that way, but that's how it ended up, and I loved it. Here's another. I used the butterflies here with one of the So Sentimental, but I used it here with the Punch Party. Yes, no, Oval Occasions is what this was called. So it's a great set that can go with any sentiment that you've got. So here's some samples that Stampin' Up! Made. They always come up with the most beautiful things, and you can see that little hatch marky thing that those dies do. Okay, so, but it's hard to sometimes see the back of the paper, so I wanted to show you what I made with the back of the paper. I made this cute set of note cards. Anyone can make these. And we've got the backs of the papers are featured in this little set of note cards. So just to kind of spruced it up with some opals. So you can use that paper either way. But if you snooze, you lose. Because, like I said, the papers are all while supplies last. The Butterfly Brilliance stamp set and dies will be in the new upcoming catalog. But the butterfly paper and natural birch colored paper will not be. So you need to act quickly because butterflies are so popular with Stampin' Up! Stampers, and they will sell out. Here's just another cute card I made with that butterfly paper. Very simple and cute. And I just wanted to show you this card I made as where I used that little background for from the O Snap. So just something to show you. But so if you order the O Snap, a Memento or gray ink, and a couple blends, then your order will be $50, and you can pick a free item, which I suggest Paper Blooms paper. However, if you really want the best deal, then we have, oh, I see your comment, Mom. She will send me my order tomorrow. She wants the stamp set and rainbow glitter paper. Ooh, that's also a great thing. I got you, Mom. You know I got you covered. So the best deal right now, though, is the starter kit. So if you put in a $125 order, you can get O Snap, Memento Ink, Basic Gray, plus a couple of blends. But all total, you can get 10 sets of blends. So you can start your blends collection. You can pay $125 for $99. So you pay $99, sorry, but you pick out $125 and stuff. There's no shipping. And you get the 5 free packs of paper. But let me give you a stern warning. If you wait until Sunday to do this, it could be very difficult because sometimes the starter kit stuff doesn't go through like swimmingly, like you might need my help, which I can help you. But on a Sunday, Stampin' Up! Is not available to help us. So even some things I can't help with. So let's get this done by Friday. I'm just asking you if you think you want to take advantage of the starter kit. Let's get that taken care of before Sunday so we don't have to fool with Stampin' Up! Not being open during those hours. It's so easy to do. There's no obligation. You're going to want to get the best deal in the catalog with the starter kit. For tonight's card class, if you order 35 or more, you get the free make and takes. I don't know why you would do that, though, because if you order 50, you get a free celebration item. Plus, my special to you is you get to pick a free set of blends from me. And then you, of course, get to pick out your free celebration item when you spend $50. So, let me check my little list here of things that I want to make sure and remind you of. And it looks like I've covered it all. So thank you for joining us, and we will see you later. I can't wait to get your orders.